Hey everyone, it's Justin and welcome to this week's video. This week we are going to be having our demonstration video from our June Skywatch. And unfortunately during our event it was really cloudy and we did not get to go out under the stars very much. And I don't think I really recorded any Skywatch footage from the event that will be worth sharing. So this video is going to be focused mainly on our event, and the first 20 minutes is me and the host, Colorado Stargazing 369, and we kind of just talk about how we came to start hosting these events and what we're trying to do with this community. After that, we roll into some psychic demonstrations with Ryan Desbien and everyone who was there. Everyone got involved. We taught everyone how to remote view, practice precognition and dowsing. And it's really going to be kind of like a hands-on guide that you can follow along and start practicing these things for yourself at home. So we are fully transparent. We show the entire process. We're not trying to hide anything. We are really just trying to show everyone this human potential that we are all capable of. And there were some really incredible things that I was able to record during this event that you're gonna see with the remote viewing, where you're gonna see people get some really solid hits on the targets. Also the precognition, people were nailing it, and also the dowsing. We had people who were able to find the target every single time. We also premiere Ryan Desbien's new Mindsight mask that he's creating. This is his prototype. He's still working on the design, but he's trying to create a mask that can shut down the skeptics who say that you can see out the bottom of the mindfold. He is creating a brand new design that fully seals around the entire face, so there should be no way to cheat that. We are really just trying to push this forwards and get past the belief stage and get into the scientific study stage, where everyone knows that this is a possibility, this is real, and we can start exploring why that is. Instead of just, is this possible? Let's get to the point of, why is this possible? That's my goal with all of this. So if you caught my latest podcast episode with John, it is the how-to guide to connect with the UFOs and the phenomenon in the sky. I am trying to be fully transparent, give you all the tools to get out there and experience all these different things for yourself, because I think we are truly on the brink of a massive paradigm shift in our society and our reality. And the faster that we can step into these new skills and abilities and all come together as a human species, the better this planet's going to be. Before we get into the video real quick, couple quick things. If you could please like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, wherever you are at. And also, if you do check out my podcast, I would love if you could, rate that podcast. And I also have my episodes posted on YouTube and Spotify for video episodes. And I'm really just trying to give everyone the tools, the information that I've come across in my 2.5 years of research and getting into this topic. So with all that being said, let's dive into the video.
Hey, welcome to Colorado Stargazing. Dave and Kari and Justin Peretti, who has been here from day one to help support the community. So I appreciate you being here.
How long have you guys been doing this officially or unofficially, or how long?
Since August of last year.
Okay.
It was my birthday month, and I've been wanting to do this since 2017, 2016. And I finally got the guts up and I said, Justin, will you help me with this? And he said yes. And I was like, oh, yeah.
So Kari found my TikTok probably like a year?
A year ago.
A year before that, and we had discussed possibly doing a Skywatch event because they have this beautiful property. And then, just last summer, you're like, okay, I think we're ready to, let's do this if you want to do this. And I was like, might as well, how, I can't pass this opportunity up. It's just presented right for me. Here's a venue that's amazing for skywatching with a
group of people who want to share the same message that I want to share. So it's
Yeah.
been really cool.
Kind of works that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this person's the perfect fit for this.
Absolutely. And we've met so many amazing people. So we're here to really grow the community. There's a lot going on with the world right now, and we need to come together instead of staying separate and diversifying. We need to come together and just help each other out. So that's what we're here to do, and we're so thankful you're a part of it. That's my bird.
Oh my gosh.
She's a rescue bird. She's 3 weeks old and she just hangs out with us. So, and you can hang out with her afterwards. But again, Justin Peretti and Ryan. Justin's just been a huge supporter, and I really appreciate it. This is a fun thing that I just had to throw in there. This is our logo that we designed. I don't know, it's pretty fun. Just some fun stuff. We got to meet Chris Bledsoe and his family, Emily and everybody, at Contact in the Desert.
And that's the missing 911 or 411 guy?
No, he's Chris Bledsoe is he had an experience in 2007.
Okay.
And if you haven't heard about him or his story, I highly recommend investigate.
I definitely recommend looking into him as well. So yeah, in 2007, he had an experience where he had missing time and saw all these crazy orbs of light in the sky with his son and a group of other guys that he was fishing with. And it ended up healing him of Crohn's disease from this experience. And then he's just had this crazy life since, where he's had the NASA, CIA, these different agencies showing up to his house to investigate him and everything, which is something that always stood out to me. Like his book, UFO of God, you can hear his whole story and everything, but the fact that these government agencies were so interested in him from, I think, 2008, they started showing up, and they've been involved with his family ever since. So he was invited to Cape Canaveral to see where NASA launches the rockets, which presidents aren't even invited there, but he was brought there to see that stuff, because apparently you only get to go there if you've been off world. So that's, yeah. And he has this special pin from there and everything.
And he's got a special relationship with a lady who you'll learn to find out.
Yeah, so he had this experience with this entity he calls the Lady, which was this glowing, beautiful woman he describes that showed up and gave him a message that basically, like, there's going to be this shift in mankind and there's this new knowledge and awakening coming. And since that happened in Easter 2012, there's been, we've had the disclosure, all this stuff coming out. So it's been really interesting to see his story. And
he is actually, we met him and he said that our place is kind of en route to where he is supposed to meet the lady. The lady has shown him places in Utah, and he's coming from North Carolina. And so it's kind of en route. And so I'm trying to, I sent him, he knows about our place and he's gonna get in touch with us. And if we do, I'm sure he would love to have a Skywatch event. And you guys, it would be wonderful if we could all, he's fantastic.
Do you follow Angel Watcher?
I do.
She says she talks to him all the time, so you might want to reach out to her.
He's super responsive. He's very personable. He gave me a hug and I felt like it was heart to heart. He was just very authentic and just real, and not, not somebody. He's been through a lot, his whole family, since 2007. He almost lost his children.
Yeah, he was a very successful builder for homes in North Carolina, and then when 2001 happened and the market kind of crashed, he lost his business and had to sell everything just to pay off his debts, and ended up going from living in a really nice, I think, house on the golf course to in a double wide trailer and lost everything. And then he became sick with the Crohn's disease and everything as well. And he just was stuck in his house, unable to work. And then his experience happened because he was actually going out and kind of like calling out to God, like, I don't know what to do. I'm like at my last straw, basically. And they showed up and healed him and changed his life. So.
Yeah. I mean, the story.
Yeah.
So the orbs came down. He took a bunch, his son, Chris Jr., and like three or four other guys. They were going on a fishing trip, but he was in a really bad spot. So he wanted some time. He said, I'm going to take a walk. And he walked away, and he thought he was only gone for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. He was gone for 4 hours or more. And he came back, everybody was looking for him and stuff. So he tried to talk to everybody about his experience, and he just got shut down.
Also his family down in North Carolina is really big into the Pentecostal church. So it was, these are demons and this is evil and everything. So he had CPS called on his children to try to have his kids taken away from him, and all these crazy experiences, just because when he was taken from that day on, he never stopped seeing the phenomenon. He started seeing the orbs and these shadow beams.
The burnt tree.
He had this tree in his yard that burst into flames randomly, and all these
and
crazy,
grew back.
Interesting things that.
And so he captured, one thing I do want to highlight that you didn't get to see at the conference, he showed an orb. Dave and I saw it, and so did Ryan, but an orb that they were able to, it was in a raw format. So you were able to slow it down per, really, detail, super
Yeah, it was like
slow.
a $15,000 camera, really, 4K, super.
But this orb had an eye in it that was looking, like it could see, it was looking through a glass. Like you could see it, it was so incredible. Dave saw it, and Ryan, and I wish you were there. But
I might have seen it on their social.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it was insane. So the orbs are alive. They're conscious beings, and anyway,
That's the experience that I had when I was a kid. Middle of the night, woke up, there was something bright outside my window, and then I could still path it right down the route that it just took off.
wow,
That's exactly what it was.
amazing.
Yeah.
And how did you feel inside?
Just there, like not scared or, just kind of like, this isn't
That's interesting.
right.
But you weren't like frightened or anything.
It's pique your curiosity then,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
so that was what got you into all of this.
I was like 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, we've seen them so much out here. It's part of our reality now.
Right.
So,
Literally.
yeah. But they're definitely not here to harm us or anything. They're either observing, or I think they're really trying to help us evolve in our humanity.
I think, conscious evolution.
Conscious evolution. Because we need help. Honestly, we've been like infiltrated with all the fear factor and the bad, just all the bad stuff, and trained the wrong way. And now we're starting to just wake up. So, oh, hi. What did I hit?
Yeah. Yep.
So, okay, this is Muskie Mike. In my next, coming up, we're gonna have another stargazing event in July. We do every month, March through October, during the new moon. We might change that up. It depends on the weather and stuff. This is something Dave and I captured in Florida. NASA, SpaceX was taken off, and this is the ship that we got, that we caught. This is Justin. Rebecca said that she's going to be here this time. So she's on her way here. She is coming from Colorado
Which
Springs.
actually this event, so this was in October last year, and I have probably the insane piece of footage I've ever recorded was from this event. And we were all star watching, and Rebecca really wanted to go to a Chris Bledsoe event, and she ended up finding my page and realized, oh, I'm in Colorado Springs. That's only like 2 hours, 3 hours away. So she ended up coming out, and first thing at like 6:30 that night, we saw these two orbs that were very close together fly really fast across the whole sky at like twilight. And I have a video of it, but you can't tell that it's two objects, and the video was not great. An hour later, when it got dark, I was standing behind my camera, we were watching all kinds of orbs going, and I just had it pop in my head. I was like, man, I'd really love to see two side by side like I saw earlier. And then for some reasons, like, I'm gonna speak it into existence. There will be two side by side. And in less than a minute, the two massive orbs showed up that I was able to record. And then we had flashes all over the sky and all kinds of craziness.
And he's got this on his Lights Over Loveland TikTok.
Yeah.
So if you want to look at it, it's pretty cool.
I have a video called The Phenomenon that's like some of my best footage, and it's in there.
And you have longer form stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, so
I haven't checked those out.
Yeah, so YouTube is where you can find all my full-length videos. I did also start a podcast back in January, so I just posted episode 13 on Friday, and I'm actually doing a bonus episode that's coming out tomorrow. And that episode I'm really passionate about because it's about how anyone can go out and connect with the phenomenon. So it's me and another guy named John who's recorded some of the most interesting videos I've ever seen. He actually had this really big orb outside his window that interfered with his cell phone camera that you can see, like, it turns purple and green, and he had that happening for like an entire week. And so we both went through our entire process of how we connect, and it's very similar to Chris Bledsoe. We are all like connected, and it's all about love and this greater connection with this like higher intelligence, the spirit.
I think we're spiritually all connected.
Yeah.
And we're all part of Source. So we're probably going to be using some lasers tonight. I didn't know how many people were going to be here. So when we do use the lasers, we got to be very careful. The FAA, I just have to put that out there. I would like Justin to be in charge of the laser pointing. So if anybody brought their lasers, just respect, we don't want to.
Liability issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
if you point it at an aircraft, it's a felony basically, and a big fine. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So
that too, yeah.
we just
don't
want to
need-
respect. And plus, think of it, if you've got like 20 lasers, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
and you're missing over here
Yeah.
when you could be.
It
So-
becomes a disco real quick to
And
everyone out
then,
there.
we want to focus our consciousness on one area because that's where they'll show us. They'll focus on that area to show us what we want to see or what we need to see at that point. So this is where you can find Justin, Patreon, Lights Over
So I have
Loveland.
a Patreon. It's just patreon.com/lightsoverloveland. I have a tier that's $5 a month, or there's a free membership. And if you do the $5 membership, I do post my videos a couple days early, so you can get access to them early. And I also try to do some extra behind the scenes stuff included. And then I also have a free Discord that's open to anyone where we can share experiences. You can also post photos, videos. If you come to an event, you can actually share your footage there for everyone else to see. And I'm really trying to grow that community. I think I have about 45 people in there right now, and I'm just trying to get more people in there. So if someone has an experience and someone else may hear what they're talking about and be like, I had that same experience, and it helps them kind of process what they went through and hopefully learn something new that they didn't know before.
Yeah. No, it's good. I tried to go on there. I'll do it better. I'm not on there yet. I got lost. But and then Ryan, when he gets here, he's got a couple of accounts, but you can really just find him with Ryan Desbien. He does his mindfold Psi Games, where you're seeing
Mindsight,
without your
yeah.
eyes. He does that, so we're entertained a little bit before we actually go out and look at stars, and it's pretty cool.
Well, I also really enjoy that we do the psychic thing before we go and connect, because it gets you in that elevated state as well. And yeah, Ryan, he is the champion of the 2025 Psi Games, which the Psi Games is the first ever basically psychic Olympics. And he won in, he won one event, and I think podiumed in 2 other, or something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but I did a podcast episode with Ryan. I have actually filmed another one that's going to be coming out soon, but we've shown how he can do this Mindsight. He also has these other psychic abilities that they do for the Psi Games. There's there's the Egeli wheel, which is psychokinesis, which is moving things with your mind. There's remote viewing, which I think that's what we're going to focus on tonight when he gets here. I think we're going to do like a group demonstration where if anyone wants to try remote viewing, you'll get a chance to try it. There's also, what else is there? There's dowsing, which is basically like using a pendulum, or a lot of people use their hand to sense where something's at.
Like you've got like 5 cups and where's the marble kind of thing.
And then
it's all like psychokinesis kind
there's precognition, which is basically being able to predict the future. So we've trained that here at the events before too, where we'll try to predict the outcomes. Like Ryan has a Plinko board, so we'll try to guess where it's going to end up. And there's one other, or the Mindsight,
And you get it,
And then Mindsight, which is literally being able to see with senses that aren't your eyes. So wearing a blackout mask and being able to still see and perceive anywhere around you. It doesn't even have to be in front of you. It could be behind you, to the sides. There's even this guy named Sean who's completely blind he doesn't even have eyeballs. He just did a demonstration at Contact in the Desert. And Justin, who's also blind, where they demonstrated live on stage that they are able to see and perceive these things
without eyes.
So
it's basically using your third eye or even consciousness to forecast. It's pretty amazing.
And there's this lady named Dahlia Burgoyne who's really big in training all this. But she says that we're discovering basically that humans have about 30 extra senses that we didn't even know about. And she's really working with people to develop these skills, and the scientists are now really starting to dive into this. And I think the paradigm is shifting for our understanding of consciousness, because the way science is right now, consciousness exists, it's created in the brain. But I think with all the psychic stuff and the phenomenon, it's kind of pushing everyone to think of, okay, maybe consciousness is non-local and the brain is a receiver picking up a signal.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm excited.
Great
explanation. That's great. Anyway, here's my funny AI. And I think that's it for my presentation. And if you want to visit my bird.
You think so?
Yeah. She likes to bite my ear.
So my name's Ryan Desbien. I'm the 2025 Psi Games Champion. I actually just got the confirmation yesterday that I am officially in the 2026 Psi Games as well. And also competing in 4 of the 5 games. So I'm actually doing one more game than I did last year. And actually, believe it or not, Brandy got an invitation to be an alternate, but I'm an unofficial ambassador for them. I actually was going to talk to you guys about a couple of things today that are just brand new in my life, and I just wanted to make sure I kind of say this out loud to everybody, just because I know this is a little bit intimate of a group. Most people know who I am. So about 2, or actually I guess it was 3 weeks ago now, I actually did a thing called the Intuitive Perception in North Carolina. it was myself and about 3 other trainers that were teaching folks about a week of psi abilities, everything. They had a previous one in March for psychokinesis, which is moving stuff with your mind or influencing stuff with your mind back in March, where that was just a specific training around that skill. This one was for Mindsight, Dowsing, Precognition, and remote viewing. And so I actually did some trainings along with some other folks, training about 30 folks for about 4 or 5 days in a very intimate setting from about 7 a.m. till 11 o'clock at night every single day. So it was amazing. If you guys are interested, they're gonna post all those on the Psi Games website. There is no additional one scheduled for 2026 at this time. However, I know there's gonna be a lot going on for 2027. I'm just gonna say this out loud, guys. I'm, like I said, kind of an unofficial ambassador. Akeem actually just released 2 new products to help train Psi as well. I'm not trying to sell these to you guys. Everything I'm gonna talk about here is free, but he's gonna be coming out with a device called the Flow State, which is actually a touchless EKG meter. And so what it does is it's about the size of a car headrest, and it sits behind the lobe of your head, and you can actually play these games with your consciousness, your mindfulness. And what this device does is it will read your brain waves, your alpha, gamma, beta. What it'll do is it'll give you the feedback and allow you to not only see where your brain is, like what it's doing when you're doing these psi abilities, but then it also has games built in to hone in on specific styles. So if you're looking for gamma or theta or data alpha, specific games help you control this. And not to be weird, but when you get good at it, I was introduced to this technology at the intensive, and we actually released it publicly during Contact in the Desert, which I actually just did with David and Kari. So that was super amazing. I just wanted to give you guys one more shout out for helping me out with the Nerf gun, and that was amazing to give that to Kids with Wonder, and I just wanted to say thank you. And I just want to say our Colorado group is the rowdiest group, and like it's like my favorite group because we only got told to be quiet by the Bledsoes like maybe 2 or 3 times. So all that happened. I went to Contact in the Desert as well, just to kind of keep that going. At Contact in the Desert, Hakeem publicly announced the Psi Games online. So the Psi Games online are a free platform. And I had a little thing up here. You can't take it, but if you guys want to take a look at it, it's the PSI Games online. It actually has maybe 7 or 8 games right now that are actually specifically designed to help train your psi abilities, everything from Mindsight to Precognition to remote viewing. The games are amazing. We had basically the talent in the field at Contact in the Desert play these games. Everybody from like Chris Ramsey from Area 52 to Michael Phillips to Paul Smith, who is a famous remote viewer, to myself and all sorts of other folks. And all of them gave their approval. So once again, that's free, guys. You can sign up if you guys want to take a look at that. That all being said, I want to tell you guys a little bit more about what I would consider one of my specialties which is Mindsight, right? And so Mindsight, I was really introduced to training for last year's Psi Games. And what we've been using and what is kind of the standard of Mindsight right now is called the Mindfold. And so, Cheryl, if you want to pass this around to folks. So once again, the Mindsight has typically been used with the Mindfold. And so the Mindfold, once again, is the mask we just passed around. It is a blackout sleep mask. It has been the standard ever since I've been aware of it for Mindsight. Many folks train with it. Vision Without Eyes, Wendy Gallant. We even trained with it at the Psi Games when we did our intuitive perception. And it truly is, when worn correctly, a pretty fail-safe way of teaching a person how to do Mindsight, because it does completely black you out. However, at Contact in the Desert, I attended a thing called Magic, which was put on by Chris Ramsey from Area 52. And although I think he's very much a supporter of Psi and these abilities, he threw some shade on Mindsight and basically was saying that in a tied blindfold, so not the mindfold that we use in the Psi Games that we even use eye patches with, things like that. But he was saying a tied blindfold, you could see out the bottom, and that just created a lot of like weirdness kind of moving forward at Contact in the Desert, because you have this one guy saying it's not real, and you have all of us demonstrating that it is real, right? And so,
in case you don't know what Mindsight is the ability to train your brain to be able to see without your eyes.
Extraocular vision.
So he's putting on this blackout mask, but he can read, he can see. He just demonstrated at the intuitive that he could see a 2x2
So
inch
not even a full deck card like our Zener cards here, but Zener cards, and they're about 2 by 1.5. They're even a little bit smaller than the playing cards.
And he was able to see the shapes, so they have shapes like triangle, square, circle, from 300 yards away.
Yeah, within the Mindfold, everything's on video. We actually had a skeptic documentary person kind of keeping us all for real. We had some other folks that were assisting. They actually had to use walkie-talkies because we got so far away. But just to show people that like this was really real for me, I was like, guys, it kind of hurt my heart when this Chris Ramsey guy did that, right? And so I won't take too long to go on this, but that inspired me to create my own mask where nobody could say that I'm cheating, right? And so what I've done here is these are work masks that I've modified. I've actually included foam in the cheeks. They also will have a blackout portion of it. This one is clear just so you guys can see. I'm a very transparent guy, right? Like I'm not here to magic you guys. I'm here to show you guys what human potential is if you train to it. Side note, Cheryl's been my trainer since basically April of last year. We've made a point to show our entire process. So thank you, Cheryl. So guys, I'm gonna put my face in this so it's clear so you guys can see where it seals around my face. You'll actually probably see it seal to my actual face, but you can see where my eyes are, where things are at. Just to show that like, this isn't a cheating mechanism. So what Chris Ramsey was saying is that you could see below where the tied blindfold would be, right? So what I decided is how can I make something that blocks it around the chin, will definitely block the vision, seal on top, make it so that nobody could say that the Mindsight wasn't real, right? And so that's why I also have this clear one just so you guys can all see where my face is in relation. I've demonstrated here a bunch of times with the Mindfold. I just want to show you guys what my design is and what I'm hoping might catch on as the new standard instead of the Mindfold. But I made the Monstrous Nightmare Mindsight mask. Straight up, I'm still making them myself. We're not like mass producing these things. Still kind of a proof of concept. But what I've done is I've taken these work masks. I actually will have some others for sale in my trailer as well. But basically I've painted the inside. As you guys can see, like against me, it is sealed, like it's physically painted. It actually has 3 layers of pearlescent, then a black, then a gold. And then the gold's what actually seals it inside. And you guys will see kind of those paint schemes that I have, but there's about 7 layers of paint. And we actually put them up against lights just to confirm. I don't know that this is the best. You can kind of see there's nothing really with it, right? And so what we've been trying to do is we've been trying to make it so that there wouldn't be a way that you could see through the bottom cheek, right? Really what we were concerned about that the Ramsey guy brought up was that people, especially if they're kind of looking around, would be able to look underneath. And if you block that off, you take care of that problem. So what I would like to do just real quick, Cheryl, if you want to we'll do the big ones just because I'm still getting used to this. We are only a week into this one. And then we'll kind of maybe do a little bit of fun with this. And then I actually wanted to do a little bit more than the Mindsight guys. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of remote viewing so that we can all get involved. So that's gonna be kind of my plan here. Let's actually start off with the Zener cards because I know I can do the Zener cards. So guys, I'm in the mask. Once again, you saw how it seals. I just want to show everybody we are like literally sealed in.
I got the camera right here too if you want to.
Gotcha. So I am completely sealed in around my head, the jaw, underneath.
Making sure I don't have any two-sided ones.
Cheryl, if you just want to hand me the Zener card, and I'm going to keep it faced out, just like we did in the demo. And we only have to do like 5 or 6, because I want to get people involved too. I just want to show concept of what we're doing here, you know what I mean? Someone's got barbecue. Is it a star?
Oh, you guys are so nice. I don't give him any positives. I stay quiet.
Circle?
Yeah.
Is this facing towards me?
Yeah.
Triangle?
Yeah.
Maybe let's just do like 2 more. just because I want people to see where we're at. Star.
Yeah.
And so can you take those ones that I've done and hand them to somebody in the crowd, just because I am using my hands. I'm trying to do a little bit of intuitive as well. Can you just show that there's nothing on the cards, Cheryl? I'm just literally trying to get myself adjusted to it. And so Cheryl, let's just end on one more, and let's have it just be a normal one. Nothing crazy. Oh, I can already tell what this is. It's water.
Yeah.
All right. Blue.
Do you want to touch it?
Yeah, I want to touch it.
Okay.
Red. Just let me touch it a little bit, and I'll be good. This is green. Blue. Red or orange. One more. That's the orange, maybe. Red. No, that's that weird yellow. Okay. So guys, I definitely also, so when we talk about Mindsight, I always talk about you never drive a car with just your vision, right? I will fully admit, I train colors to my hands, and it's gonna sound crazy, but I can feel colors. So a lot of my ability to kind of do a lot of this stuff too is using my hands. That's why I was saying my hands being sunburned today may or may not be a good thing, but I do a lot of intuitive Mindsight, which is also being able to feel colors. So that was my Mindsight demonstration, nothing too exciting. I can do some more too. We could even do some stuff with the Mindfold and go for distance later on, but I wanted to get everybody else involved. And so what I thought might be cool to do, and we'll totally leave it up to you guys and kind of a group consensus. We can do dowsing, and I can show you guys how to do dowsing, or we could do remote viewing. Remote viewing is a little bit more refined. It might take a little bit more time, but if you guys are cool, we can do either of those. Which one sounds good to everybody? Huh? Remote viewing? All right, let's do remote viewing. So what I was thinking is we could break into, because you have a board, right? Is my board? If not, we can borrow a couple of the boards. Yeah, if you want to, maybe, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We need 4 boards. And so Cheryl, if you want to grab Brandy, if you want to grab a couple. Now, I just want to show you guys too. Can you guys just verify it's painted all the way through? Like you can't see, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
For trying to be innovative, right? Right? I had not heard about it till right before in like April of 2025, and then just firing it off. Good. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you guys the super basic 101 of remote viewing. Remote viewing is kind of a cousin of Mindsight. So I just wanna kind of address something that I think a lot of people address, but just, you know, from now doing very intensely the Psi training for about 1.5 years now, Mindsight, remote viewing are definitely like cousins of each other. So Mindsight is your local area. Remote viewing would be something that would not be in your local area, something that you could see visually with your eyes. When we do like a very standard remote viewing, totally you guys don't have to, but the way you would set up your page is you would write the date. The date's usually important, only because if you guys are trying to do this on a regular, if you guys are really training to it, you want to be able to go back and review what your date was, what your target was, things like that. You would put your name. When when I wrote box, what you would typically do is anything that you need to put away for the day. So if you guys had, for me, it's knowing that I'm gonna be on a video with these like Michael Jackson looking sunburns. I'm just gonna have to put that on the back burner. I need to release it, right? So I'm gonna write in my box something I'm just gonna not think about. I'm just letting it go for the moment. Is I'm gonna put sunburn. So if there's anything that you guys have that you need to let go, just kind of visually or you know, in a way, put it out to yourself. Hey, we're gonna let go of this for just a minute. We're gonna try to get focused into what we're trying to do here. You would write that below that. What I would always say, guys, is all you guys look a little bit older. There might be one younger guy in here. Do you guys all remember America Online or AOL? Okay, so what I want you guys to do is never go onto AOL again, or never look at your AOL, right? So your AOL is actually going to be analytical overlay. So if you guys are gonna think that you guys wanna label when you're, and we'll talk about what you're about to do, but if you guys think, well, I see a bridge, so I need to label it a bridge, you might be limiting yourself, because what actually might be a bridge might just be a suspension or a swing. So when you start to label things, put your analytical overlay on it, you might actually detour yourself from being able to pick out what the actual target is. So just be aware of when you're wanting to do an analytical overlay, I think I see a bush, I think I see this or that. That's maybe where you would write, instead of a bush, you might say it feels green or organic. It has vines, you know, things like that. Way that you're gonna describe what you're feeling, guys, is I always use descriptors, things like smells, visuals, colors, feelings, like feelings of touch, like it feels cold, maybe stone-like, maybe vegetation or grass. It's okay to label things like that, but don't get so involved in one thing that then you start leading yourself, as opposed to trying to be able to figure out what it is. The most typical way of doing it, or the way that it started off, was using coordinates. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna look on my phone real quick, and Cheryl's gonna look on her phone real quick. Cheryl, I'm gonna pick my target number, and then you're going to pick the targets. And so Cheryl, what I would encourage you guys to do is give me 1 second to get our target number lined up here. And then Cheryl's gonna give out coordinates, and then I would encourage you guys to write down both the target number and the coordinates. So our target number guys, is going to be 12, 732, 716. So guys, once again, target number is 12, 732-716. And so what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna give you all a time limit here. And in your groups of 4, you guys are gonna have to talk to each other, or if you guys don't have a group of 4, if you guys have individuals, you can do it. You guys are allowed to talk to each other. There's no right or wrong answers here. This is just for fun. I'm gonna give us a 5-minute timer. You got the timer? Random coordinates. And if you wanna target, I can put this back up, guys. Tell me the coordinates, Cheryl.
It's also something people could know, correct?
Yeah, so guys, we're gonna do one where you guys have a really good shot, and then one where it's gonna be real hard. So what she's doing is she's gonna use coordinates to pick an actual location. So this would be a well-known location. This is gonna be something that you guys should all be aware of if you have graduated school. Yep. So if you wanna read those coordinates to me.
Okay, coordinates are 40.4319 degrees north, 116.5.
Hold on.
116.5704 degrees.
And so once again, guys, those are the coordinates of your target. I'm gonna give you guys just 1 second to write it down when I get kind of the consensus from everybody that they've gotten it written down. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna have Brandy set a 5-minute timer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. So what you're trying to do, guys, is you're trying to visually in your mind picture yourself at that location. Don't second guess yourself. Just let it flow to you. Write down what comes.
Yeah, and it's really good to just like write down shapes, and really, like Ryan said, don't try to interpret what you're seeing. Just generic shapes and colors is great.
Shapes, colors, feelings, textures.
Yep.
Oh, this is just anything that you need to get off of your mind that's like taking your attention. There you go. Yeah. So you're putting the wind in the box. You can't. You don't need to worry about all that stuff. That was just like descriptors and stuff. But
For what though? That's what I meant. Like,
so he's saying you don't want to try to interpret what you're seeing or feeling. Like if you're seeing like a big, huge triangle, you're not gonna be like, that's a mountain. You like just put the triangle. You can put like feels cold, like the senses that you're getting from it, but don't try to like describe exactly what it is.
and the only thing that you get is the coordinates.
You get that, and a lot of times you only get that number right there.
Oh.
And then you just gotta like,
Lost on that part.
I just kind of like close my eyes and like sometimes I'll get like a flash of like a shape or something, or like I'll get a feeling that comes in, or
2, 1. There you go. It's a cricket. If there's anybody who wants to share what they got before we reveal, because absolutely, Kari, go.
Roswell, Four Corners, Aztec, Northern Mexico, somewhere dry, hot.
Okay.
okay.
Dry, hot.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yellow, red, and arches.
Okay.
Fair.
We got like motion, waviness.
Okay. I like that.
Movement. We were also all kind of getting sort of like an expansive feel, so wide open.
Okay.
And then we all seem to kind of get rock or stone of some sort with sort of like a whitish gray.
Will you have them right there, bullet points.
And sand and gritty came up too.
Or we can just write it for
Here, we just do it. Yeah. All right, we're gonna let the teacher do something here real quick. So before we move on, I just want to do something real quick. Maybe just write like a box and just put the bullet points, because I want to show you guys when we reveal the target, I want to show you guys kind of the different parts of what everybody's feeling about where we're at. So I'm not going to tell you right or wrong, but that's amazing. That was very good. And you guys are doing all amazing. I really like the way you didn't put the analytical overlay on things, right? You didn't try to label things. You just went with what was, that in general, that would be more the way that you would want to aim your descriptions. Does anybody else over here? You don't have to go. Absolutely.
We got white.
White.
Pillars.
White pillars. Okay.
Stone blocks,
Stone blocks.
blocks of light.
Light.
She thought she saw the obelisk, like, at the Washington Monument.
No. Yep.
Green colored, white, bright lights, something gray, something.
Gray. Okay. So over here we had stones.
You got it.
You got it? All right. So guys, typically what we would do is I would actually not tell you what the target is, believe it or not, because that would create a feedback loop. So I can tell you guys, I will share the target just because we're all just doing this for fun. Nobody's trying to find a lost body or something like that. But in typical, we would not actually share the target with you guys. You guys would then give us your answers. We would know, potentially we would know what our target is, and then kind of go off that. But because we're not trying to do that, we're just going to be sharing this with you guys. Cheryl, do you want to bring up a picture and show them what target 1 was?
The Great Wall of China.
So some of your stone, you saw the arches, so that was good, the arches.
And the waves.
No, but maybe you were seeing that because it does look like arches, you know, rocks.
The rocks. I actually,
Gray stone.
we're not keeping score here, but I want to say I like this like left side over here. You guys did amazing on that one.
Aren't there like little guard sections?
There is. You want to just go show it to everybody real quick, Cheryl?
They're definitely happening.
That's cool.
I'm like, is there anything that we see?
I mean, the colors.
Yeah, I'm like color.
Yeah.
Can I get a close up of that too?
Perfect.
Yeah, we did.
We did good. Nice. Yes. Oh, sorry. Oh, an AI target?
Yeah, is that cool?
Yeah. Let me just.
All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one more. I want you guys, so this one's gonna take, and that was just kind of a warm up. Once again, we would not actually provide the target back to you guys. Technically, because then you would be precogging it, right? You would actually be given the feedback loop to potentially have viewed what you were viewing in the future. Kind of a weird way to think about it, but that's why you would actually not be given the target. Once again, guys, this is just for fun. We're not trying to have you guys do it, but I want to explain what the process actually is. So now we're going to get into the Psi Games version, guys, and this is more of my specialty. It's still very difficult. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the exact same thing. I want you guys to do the exact same setup on your page. However, this time we're gonna use an AI generated image. So this is not necessarily a location, however, it could be. It may be a person, place, thing, object, breakfast, food. It could be a completely made up creature, including what? Seven-eyed piranha one time. So what I encourage you guys to do, especially with this, is not try to put that analytical overlay on the things, guys. Don't try to label it. Don't get too involved. If you think you're seeing an eye, write a circle, white, maybe iris, you know, but maybe not even iris, like black dot. You're gonna try to use more descriptions so that we can, you can try to catch more with it too. Give us just one more second here. We actually use a app online to do this AI image. We're trying to see which one brings up faster.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, take a picture of it. Snapshot.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, our next target is gonna be target 2. You can do 2-621-396. I'll put this up again. Once again, this is our AI target. So there is no latitude, longitude. Technically, we wouldn't do that anymore anyways. That's kind of an old school way because people actually like memorized actual big land sites. So kind of took that ability out of it. So we use these AI images. Once again, no way to cheat this. This is an image that is created this very instant and did not exist before we put this target to it.
And I took a screenshot of it, and you can see what time the screenshot was taken.
You have your timer.
Yep. You want a 5 minute?
We're gonna do the same 5-minute timer, guys. You good?
Yeah.
So guys, we're gonna start that in 3, 2, 1. Totally not trying to be disruptive, but I am definitely the Psi Games guy that wants to be a little bit disruptive, keep you guys on your toes. What I would say, guys, is if you have a mindfold, a lot of time I will actually go into my mindfold when I try to do this, just to try to do a little bit less sensory, trying to get more of what's coming in.
Sensory
Deprivation, yeah. Totally up to you guys. I will let you know that when we do train for the Psi Games at our house, we actually have music that is shaking the entire garage. I know, right? Well, we might as well next time. But so we would just be playing music. We actually have lasers that are going on. Every kind of distraction that you could possibly have, we try to set up in my garage. Just because in this competition setting, you're literally in front of thousands of people trying to create these abilities on command. And so it just helps to train with some distraction. So not that we have to do that now. We can do that. Yeah, let's do it. And, yeah, man.
Like Van Halen, and there's some songs that have some significant lyrics to them.
All right, guys, totally optional, not trying to point anybody out, but if you want to share, Brady will kind of take some notes off folks. Anybody that wants to share, once again, you don't have to. Monsters, Inc.
That's fabulous.
What made you think of Monsters, Inc.?
I just got an image of blue and purple, and
So write down blue, purple.
purple eyes, happy cartoon.
Yes.
I like it.
We also got lots of colors.
We had color too.
Lots of colors.
So,
Colors.
anybody else over here? Like a plant or something? Aubrey number 5 or whatever it was, the Little House of Horror. Yeah.
We also got some sand dunes, some weird lines, and then
Sand dune, wind lines, tan.
We got lots of colors, so there was red and black, purple and black, green, orange, like there were lots of colors. We also had a sense of like height. And then I was picking up on something that felt a lot like spikes. Like a bunch of something radiating out. And I wrote down life form, question mark.
There.
I can't quite tell. Okay.
So it's kind of connected to the spikes. It's all like stalactites.
Yeah, something like that.
And mine was like a cavernous depth in water.
So I just want everyone to know I have not seen the target yet. So, is there anybody else that wants to share?
I did get a point.
A point?
Pretty often.
Lots of shapes.
So we got lots of shapes. So points, weights.
We had jagged, like jagged.
Triangle.
Yeah, like jagged shape.
Triangle.
Spirals.
Yellow.
They had a few different shapes over here too, Brian. You're all good.
This is my jam right here. This is what I do every day. I teach third grade, so.
All right.
Anything else before we
Pairs.
finish?
She was seeing things in pairs.
Pairs.
Things in pairs. And orange, yellow.
So guys, I have not actually seen the target. Once again, this is an AI created image. So once again, it could be pictures upon pictures. This could be animals. It could be very self-explanatory, and it could be very abstract. Brandy, go ahead and reveal the target, and I would go ahead and walk it around to everybody.
These are always like too random. It is two guys in their boxers on top of a mountain skiing, getting ready to ski.
Okay, I actually got a few points about that.
But pairs.
Pairs, yeah. Pairs and points, I mean, kinda.
Yeah.
Where were you looking? Just kidding.
And then I got a box, like a black.
Once again, I want to reiterate, I would not typically show everybody the target because we did not want to create a feedback loop. Once again, this is all for fun. We're going to do one more. I encourage you guys to listen as you guys, hold on, I want to be involved in this target.
Okay.
This is going to be our final target. We're going to play some music that I once again want you guys to pay attention to the lyrics. Let's do that one. That's our target. Okay. So guys, I want to just give you a little bit. This is going to be a fun target. This is an actual thing, so it's not a made-up thing, hopefully. I think we're all going to find that it's not made up. So guys, our new target number is going to be 386781. Once again, this is going to be target 386781. This is an image that I have chosen. I'm actually going to leave the room because I don't want to give you guys any sort of telepathic hints. Not that I think that I could send that to anybody really yet, but definitely I think it can influence because I've experienced it. So I'm going to leave because I saw that image. We'll probably have Cheryl leave too, just because you were involved in that image. Brandy, if you can keep the timer, I think we're also going to go grab the next thing that we want to do. So this is chosen by me. So I'm gonna leave this here. We're gonna do 5 minutes, guys. Me and Cheryl are gonna leave because we don't want to influence you guys. Go ahead and start.
Set, go.
3, 2, 1. All right, Brandy, do you have, we're gonna use your teacher skills again. So guys, try not to give me any analytical overlay. I don't wanna hear, I think I saw this. I wanna get shapes, colors, emotions, feelings, the way that things felt to you, or maybe that you visualized them, but describe them. Whoever wants to go first. Anybody? Kari.
I got spaceship, black and white, pink lights, blue skies, planet, sand, water, black night, mountain.
Okay. Let's make sure we take those notes, Brandy.
I got green jungle, maybe China or Asia, lens, tourists, two,
Okay.
maybe monkeys.
I like the descriptions better. Like that was like not that I'm trying to do anything, but like that, just the critiquing from where you were saying like it's this or that. That was way better description.
Reddish, metal vibes. Spiky.
Okay. So like metal, metallic is what you were saying.
Yeah. Translate. Translate engines.
I have all of ours.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just gonna start spitting them out.
Brandy, you ready?
All right. Fast, speed, movement, nausea.
Okay.
Spinny, and then darkness, wavy, windy, greenery, weird round shape, and we have a drawing, and it came up multiple times. It was weird round shape or dome shape. And then there were some other shapes that kind of.
Do you have them drawn, or just the descriptions?
We have this is the one that I saw, and I think it's similar to what kind of saw.
If anybody has any drawings they want to share too, Justin can come in and grab those. Justin, this would be a good one for you to grab everybody's stuff. I'm just telling you.
And then,
Any other drawings? No drawings.
Okay. Stars, an observation, looking for something.
Okay.
And then like a sense of heading to a destination, feeling about being on a mountain bike, and a dust setting. Like a dust.
Perfect. I like all those description words too. Excellent descriptive words, guys. You good, Bran?
Yeah.
Anybody else from over here?
We have circles, they're roundness, white and orange. Something that's hot and steamy.
Squiggly, so she drew,
And we have
at the same time, she drew that one at the same time I drew this on my page.
Okay.
So like they're kind of similar. She drew squigglies at the same time she drew squigglies. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. I got it.
Is there anybody else that wants to throw anything else out? Because I just want to tell you guys, this one, you guys are all hot. You guys are all very hot, is what I'm going to say. Did you have one more thing?
Well, I was just showing that we also had a.
You mind if I just take a look just real quick? I just went before because I know what this is. Okay. So guys, okay, do you have?
I got circles like that. It was like a bigger circle and almost like a spider eye, but that would be what I saw. It was just...
So maybe Cheryl, before you reveal the target. So once again, guys, we should not be showing you the target. That creates a feedback loop. I just want to make sure I say this every single time because we're kind of breaking the rules. Cheryl, maybe if you want to point out some ones before you reveal it that are on that list that might apply in your opinion.
Metal. There was metal, round, dome shape. Well, this one. Spaceship.
You guys would never guess at this point.
Is there blue? White, somebody said white. And I could see steamy, hot, steamy.
So Cheryl, go ahead and walk the image around the room and you can describe it loudly as you're showing it to everybody.
Oh, I'm describing it?
You're describing it.
Okay,
Alright.
it was,
It looks to be like a Tic Tac or dome UAP.
And it's a really bright blue sky, but, and it's in the horizon and green on the bottom.
Okay. That's weird. I definitely saw that meadow.
That kind of like that shading.
Like, I got, in the end, I was just broke down at Paris, but
Yeah.
I saw something in the sky and I assigned something to it.
Yeah, but you still were able to catch that version of it. So I mean, as long as you're not assigning anything to it, I would.
Well, but what was weird is, because you played the song, which
Yeah.
I was like, okay, canyon. You know, I was like writing that down. But when I was looking at the canyon in my eyes, I decided to go flying through the canyon.
100%, and that's how.
Which is cool.
And it's not limiting what you're trying to, or not, you're not trying, but what's coming to you, not limiting that and then writing that down, right? Really, as fast as you can, just writing down what comes, right? So guys, I just want to say everybody killed it on that one. That was pretty darn good. If I were to be grading this, I would say the group in general probably got about 40 to 60%, depending on how you want to look at it, right? So this was a very good remote viewing for this group. Probably gave you a little bit of hints with that song, but that was an excellent job, guys. Give your guys self a hand. So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take because I think our weather's not gonna be so great at this very moment, but we still want to keep this environment going if everybody's cool. Kari's got a few things to show you guys. We're gonna take a little break from the Psi stuff. But I think we're gonna keep rolling. If you guys wanna do some precog training after Kari shows a little bit, we're gonna show you how we actually train precog and even a kind of lower version of telepathy. All right, guys, so we'll go ahead and get going. If people wanna join in as they can, once again, this is gonna be the fun part. So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna train you guys how to do just a little bit of precognition. So I always tell people, so once again, guys, I don't do this Psi stuff to like, really just do like a show. I'm training for a competition. And so for me, what has really seemed to be the most successful is having a good base of precognition always has helped the rest of these other Psi abilities. So in the Psi games, once again, we actually train for psychokinesis or telekinesis, which is influencing things with your mind or your body or your energy. Mindsight, which is what I demonstrated up front, which is being able to see through items, or extraocular vision is what we also might call it. We do dowsing, remote viewing, and then once again, that precognition. So guys, what I'm gonna do is, Cheryl has just used our shuffling machine. Once again, we try to take all of the human variants out of it. What I would encourage you guys to all do is we are going to give you guys a set of 5 cards. You guys will not be able to see them. She's going to keep them separate from the main deck. She's going to place them here, face down, so that you guys cannot see. I want you guys to write either red or black, and if you guys are feeling real extra special about it, write down a suit or a number. So make yourself maybe 5 slots. Once again, she has the 5 cards here. She's already pulled them. You're just going to write down red, black, spades, hearts, diamonds.
I would stick with just red, black to start.
Well, I mean, if they want to feel special, we're gonna do it a couple times.
He always does special, but
So
I feel like focus on the color.
Cheryl's a trainer. I'm gonna let her. So, and maybe explain why. Explain your.
Just because I think you're having to think of too many things. If you're thinking like red, is it a heart, is it a diamond? He'll do numbers and specific, and you will improve with your precog as time goes. But I would say, just initially, just think, what am I feeling? Is it red or black? Go with it. Just 5, and then we'll see.
And so, guys, just for the record, we're gonna start from our left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're just gonna give you guys 30 seconds here. Write down your 5, red, black, if you guys are feeling it, spades, or not spades, suits and numbers if you want. However you guys feel about it. And we'll start the timer for 30 seconds in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And once again, you're just gonna be writing down red, black for 5 cards. And if you want to, you can write the suit and number as well if you feel like that's coming to you. And so when we actually train, we actually have a group of about 15 folks that we train with. We have a group of about 5 that are actually training for the actual Psi Games that we train with, or have been training with for about a year straight since the previous Psi Games. And the way that we actually warm up all of our sessions is we actually do this exact training. So Cheryl, if you want to start from left to right, maybe one at a time.
Okay.
Card 1. is a red Jack Hearts. Card 2. We have a black 4 of clubs. Card 3. We have a red black 3 of clubs. Sorry, guys. Now we have a red diamond 5.
Oh my God, she got it.
And we have our final card is a red diamond 2. Dude, 5 of 5 over here?
Nice.
Oh, dude. Justin, take a look at this, dude. She got all 5.
You got all 5?
4 out of 5? Dude, hold on. Hey, Justin, she got a 4 out of 5 too, man.
Heck yeah.
Excellent, guys.
All right.
So so one direct, that's pretty good. Even out of my cards, I'll usually only get like a handful of like spot ons. Let's keep it legit. Yep. We're gonna put these cards back in, guys. We're gonna keep this legit. We're gonna do this for 15 rounds or 15 sets. Two more versions. Two more styles. 15 cards is what I meant to say. We're gonna be doing this all night.
So get comfy.
All right, guys. So she's gonna do it one more time here, and then we're.
Do you want another marker? I have a couple markers if you want.
You good?
Does it work?
Oh.
Hopefully it works. One of them was longer. All right.
All right, guys. So she's gonna put out the next 5 cards here. All right, guys. 30 seconds is going to start in 3, 2, 1. I know. Do we have the cups?
Yeah, they're on the table.
Do we have more cups? All right, guys. So that is going to be our timer. I'll go ahead and do the reveal this time.
Okay. Are you gonna say it again?
I'm gonna give my guess. Red. So we have a red 4 of diamonds. Black. We have a black clubs 9. I don't know if I want to say anymore because I'm 100% right now. Red. 6 black clubs. Red. Red 4 hearts. Black. Red diamonds 6. All right, 3 from 5. Today, how did everybody do there?
I had the opposite of Again?
Nice. Nice, man.
I'm not that fast.
Let's do one more set, and then let's do Zeners.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna, dude. We're. I think we're the thing. Let's do Zeners next. We'll do one more of these guys. What do you think?
I'm so sorry.
You cool? Is there anything outside, or is it pretty cloudy?
I haven't looked yet.
Wait, I think maybe you should make these announcements.
Guys, so let's do one last thing because it is about 9 o'clock. We're still gonna do this one last cards here, but let's all put a little bit of positive intention out to this weather to see if we can get a little bit of a break. I have literally been seeing everything in my backyard the last 3 nights, and then of course these clouds have to come in. So maybe we can just try to think about the clouds breaking up, maybe here in the next half an hour. We still have a few more things to do, but it's gonna break up. But we'll just put a little bit more time into it. Cheryl, if you want to do it, we'll do one more, last one. Then we're going to give you guys a little bit of a curveball here at the next set after that. I'm going to put them out. I don't want to guess. So I'm going to put out the cards. Sure, do you want to start the timer? We will start the timer in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, I'm gonna let Cheryl do the reveal this time.
All right. Are you saying it still?
I'll call it out, yeah. First one is a red King Hearts. Number 2, red 2 Hearts. Dude, told you all day, called it out. Number 3 is King Clubs Black, called it. Next one is black Ace Spades. Then we have a Queen Red Hearts. Nice.
Nice. Just a little. Oh, dang. Dang. What?
Dude,
You're picking
everyone's having a
something
good
up. Yeah.
Let's do, can we do Zeners? We do 1 through 5 Zeners, regular shapes, no crazies.
So no triangles.
No triangles. Yeah, maybe go ahead and, yeah. So guys, we're gonna throw you guys a little bit of a curveball. Yep. So guys, we're gonna use a very size-specific tool next. We're gonna use a thing called Zener cards, and we do have them for sale up here. Zener cards are just kind of the universal Psi training tool. It is the Ghostbuster cards that you guys might remember from the first movie. We're gonna make a little thing up here to remind everybody what the main shapes are. We're actually going through my deck right now. I have some kind of obscure shapes that are not the typical Zener cards. I'm not expecting you guys to be able to precog these ones, but what we are gonna do is, what we are gonna do is we're gonna show you guys what the cards are. You're gonna do the exact same thing, a set of 5. You wanna do it like this or like this? Across. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna give you the 5 normal shapes. Are we doing triangles or no? No. Okay. Yep, 100%. Yep. And you guys will have to forgive my star. The middle one is a star, even though it doesn't necessarily look like it. So guys, your 5 main shapes are gonna be a square, a circle, a star, a plus, and the squiggly lines are water. So once, yep.
Circle, plus, squiggly lines.
So we are gonna be shuffling these up. There is the same amount of each card. We're only gonna do 5 and then put all the cards back in. So there could be doubles of each card. It's gonna be whatever it decides to sort out. That's the point, right? So once again, just to kind of get yourself, we use for precognition, we use both the numbers and colors. You're trying to get your mind to recognize shapes, colors, and symbols, right? So this will be usually the second part of what we would actually train with. This would be the second half of our warm-up, pretty much generally. So
I told them there's 5 of each type of each card.
So there's 5 of each card. Once again, we have no idea how this shuffled out, so they could be repeats. It might be 1 of each, might be something completely different. Actually, I'm gonna let you do it because I'm gonna play. So Cheryl's gonna go ahead and put out the 3 cards, or 5 cards. Typically I train with 3 cards. Sorry guys, 5 cards. No, it's 5 cards. And then we'll do our 30-second timer here, and we'll do that in 3, 2, 1. There's 5 of each of those shapes, so there's 25 cards total, but we shuffled them, so there could be repeats, not in any specific order.
all 5 the same, essentially. Whoa, that was real right. Hello. My picture is still awake.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right, guys. Cheryl, I'm gonna let you use your big voice. Go for it.
All right, first one, circle. Second one, water. Third one, water. Fourth one, water. And last, plus.
Wow.
You got all but one?
I got all but one.
Nice,
Wow.
well done. All right, let's do it one more time. Mix them back in.
So you got 2 of them. You got the water and the plus.
That's a lot of
Nice.
water.
Yeah.
That's crazy though that there was that
I'm gonna
many
go
waters.
see if those cups are in the thing, and then maybe we'll do dowsing. And then let's do 2 more of these. I'm gonna let you run it. Then I'm gonna go. Is there any?
There's like a couple breaks, but
You tell me.
you can keep going.
Okay.
For a little bit. Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab the others. So you just run them through 2 more. I'm gonna go see if we got more cups.
Everyone's loving this. So.
All right, I'm gonna set them up. He's going to grab something. He said continue. So, all right, I have the 5 cards, and I'm gonna set the 30-second timer. Ready, set, go. Okay. Time. All right, first one, star. Second one, star. Third one, circle. Fourth one, square. And fifth one, water. Good job.
I missed all of them. I only got 2 first time I missed them all. This time I got them all.
And square. So S's count, and S's could be like that. You know, so there you go. There you go.
Sci-fi. There you go.
I like it. I like it.
Should it be like this?
But yeah, I think it should be like 4 together. Like an alien, sci-fi. Just sci-fi. All right, I have the 5 up. And we'll do the 30 seconds. Go.
Stop saying it so loud. Brainwave. I'm not sure I'm gonna get that one. More to be honest.
I got them all right this time.
You did?
All right, time.
All right.
All right,
Say
first
square.
one, water.
Circle.
Second one, circle.
Square.
Third one, square.
Star.
Fourth one, star.
Plus.
And fifth one, star.
Oh, dang. I got 3 of those.
Ready?
Yeah.
Anybody get 3 or better? Well done.
Yeah.
So typically from precognition, we would get our group's mind kind of in that mode, right? We're trying to predict what's going to happen next. We're trying to find that flow state, right? Really, that's the goal of all this psychic stuff, is trying to find a flow state where you're just so in that moment, you're so focused on one thing that you're not really thinking about anything else. Time kind of stands still. You're kind of in that moment, right? And so we would get everybody's minds kind of in that moment. Then we might go on to maybe our remote viewing, which we've already demonstrated. We might go on to Mindsight. One of the other things we train is what's called dowsing. So dowsing is being able to find targets.
So dowsing, typically, it depends, 5 to 6 cups we'll do when we're doing like trainings online. And we'll hide an object by the end of me. They all are trying to pick it out. And I'll put my hand, hover it over the cup that has, you know, they don't know. I turn off the camera because we do everything except for him online. So I hide various objects. It all depends. I don't know exactly which objects you brought today.
The small ones.
Okay, so I would place the object while they can't see under the cups. I shuffle the cups around.
I guess we have the big ones too.
I put my hand over the cups as everyone's watching and don't touch the cups, just hovering.
So just to add on to that, she's totally saying it too. So folks actually use what are called dowsing rods. These are actually pretty expensive dowsing rods. These actually have a sleeve for the handle, so there is no movement. And so I actually personally use my hands. I'm a hand dowser. So that's why she was talking about using her hands. That's just kind of how we've trained. A lot of folks will actually use dowsing rods. So you might ask it a question. Typically, if it goes together, that might mean a yes. Further apart as you go around, my fingers are actually not in the right position. Here we go. Typically, historically, this is used to find things like water or minerals, things like that. People can actually do map dowsing as well. And so they might use it to find, once again, like minerals, waters, things like that. You can also use it to find targets. Typically, that's the way that we've trained it. So once again, I have these. I'm not really a big dowsing rod person, not because I don't think it's useful. I think people will also use pendulums. Pendulums are another great way to dowse, especially if you're doing like map dowsing, things like that. Really what all of these are, guys, these are extensions of yourself. When I would say, I've just kind of tuned myself. Obviously, you could see I have the Mindsight, but my hands really can tell me a lot. So touching the colors, I've kind of trained my body to recognize what things look like. Really, what I would say dowsing rods or a pendulum is it's just an extension of yourself. What your body already knows, what your intuition is trying to tell you, this is just giving you a visual feedback version of that, right? Whether it be the dowsing rod or the pendulums.
And there are different kind of pendulums too. Like he's holding up a metal one, and I got stone ones. So if you're into the different crystals and maybe different crystals work better for you, there's different kinds that manifest more energy. There's different kinds that manifest focus. And so it's kind of up to you to kind of figure out what you would prefer.
Copper just typically works well for me. So all of my personal stuff is copper. Straight honesty, and once again, I'm not a whole lot of a woo person, but I do find that lapis lazuli, a kind of blue, gold-plated or gold flackled stone, typically gives me the most accurate answers if I am using one. We do have those for sale too. I'm not necessarily trying to plug it, just so you guys know kind of what we do with it. What we're gonna do is, so we do have plenty of cups. If we want to, we can break again into like groups of like 3 or 4, however we want to do it. Probably not these guys. So this is also our beer pong. Brandy is brutal at beer pong, so don't ever play Brandy at beer pong.
Okay, I think next time we can do Mindsight water pump.
You want to do that, and then let's do.
So if we're doing groups, we're giving them what, 3 cups?
3 cups.
You're in one object.
And
Yeah.
another guy who really had
You're just doing
Mindsight is
candles
in
for all.
Yeah, I think because they have the metal and it's 2 textures.
With their mindful. And that was pretty wild. So Justin's got that video up, so you can take a look at that. But that was kind of our version of it. But
So Cheryl's
like the
gonna.
battleship idea or the pong idea.
We actually did a version of that in one of my trainings where we actually did the beer pong and kind of a tower version where me and my son were playing it both in our mindfolds. We've done like a 1.5 years of crazy videos now. So Cheryl's gonna be handing out 3 cups and a target. In this case, we used a tin and wax candle. just because you do have a metal and kind of a different matter, like a different mass. Metals typically will come easier. If you guys want to, I do have like my personal dowsing rods. If you guys want to come up and play with it, I have my pendulum. If you guys just want to try to use your hands as well.
Some people get big ones.
Yep. So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the honor system. Everybody in their group, if they want to just kind of look away, we don't have a giant space here, but if everyone that is not picking it, we're gonna have one person placing the item, the other ones will look away. And then you're gonna try to use your hand to maybe feel the differences in weight, heats, colors, whatever you might need to do to kind of find that difference in what that target cup is gonna be. If you guys have any questions, we'll kind of let you guys do this for maybe just 1 or 2 minutes, and we'll kind of talk about it, and we'll come back to it. Yeah, man, totally. Totally up to you. Do you want to use the dowsing rods or the pendulum, or? Dude, totally. Totally. Yeah, man. You, I don't know if Kari has her own. If not, I can pull mine up here. Totally, if you guys, we're gonna probably take like a 20-30 minute break just to go see if we can see anything outside. We'll come back and do a telepathy game. But if anybody wants to, while we're kind of waiting for this, I'm gonna have my computer and we'll see if they have one as well, where you guys can actually try doing the Psi Games online, the online psychic training.
What the frick?
So we got to click on the image to verify if that's the correct one.
Oh, you have to choose? It's got to be this one.
Click on it.
What?
We just nailed it.
Dude,
Yeah.